I had a problem. This.
Ladies and gentlemen, Rock and Jared. We're going to borrow this really quickly to say a quick thank you for the people who participated in the charity auctions. It's a really amazing thing, and one of the things we talk about constantly, how this show and how this family of cast and crew and friends has done so much good for so many different causes. So thank you all. I see a ball right there. Awesome. Thank you so much for participating. We as a fandom and as a cast are doing good in the world, and that's awesome. Thank you. Jared Taylor Redmond.
I have to give one of these.
Right? How do we do this? What about maybe whoever wants to give us the most money can have Jared's plushie? Here, you do it. You do it. You have to pick. Who's your favorite person?
Confused.
What were the best questions? Who did the best accent?
I'm lost. No idea what's going on.
We're going to take about 20 minutes up here working this out. It's really tough to decide.
We didn't make a question.
What's that?
We didn't make a question. No.
You don't like questions?
What? Oh, yeah. WrestleMania. Okay. All right. Hey! No person. Keep your hands down. It's a peace offering. Okay, I am gonna... set this here, and I'm gonna step back. Step back. Okay, you can get me. Right.
Where are you going?
Do you have any idea what any of that was?
I haven't had an idea about what any of this was. So, Rock and I are here because we've never had a scene together, and we met yesterday.
So,
Not really. No, we met in L.A.
we met in LA, but it was briefly.
Yeah. So, naturally, they put us together because they knew how well we worked together.
Exactly. Yes.
And boy, were they wrong.
You know, I hunt with a guy named Bobby.
You hunt with a guy named Bobby?
Yes. Pretty ironic.
No, it's pretty coincidental.
Sure, yeah.
Ironic would have a deeper sense of irony to it.
I am blonde, so.
You're what?
A blonde. Like,
That's not blonde.
Wait,
That's blonde.
This is. Well, maybe all the blonde. I used to dye my hair with blonde, so maybe all the bleach still resonates upstairs.
Oh, I'm thinking maybe it does. So, okay, you know, if we were drunk, this wouldn't be any weirder.
It started off very weird, so it's only going to get weirder.
True,
Yeah.
true. Well, there's a whole line of, well, there's nobody.
In line.
No, there's one there and a bunch of people over there. I guess there's questions, or...
This question is for Brock, actually, and it's
Who?
from there. For you also.
No, my best friend here.
Okay. My friend here wants to know how did it feel feel to play a character that I don't really be played by another person?
Ironic. Nerve-wracking. Intimidating. Scary.
You say that like it's a bad thing.
Yeah, overcoming it was the good thing, but the moment up until they said Brock's a wrap was pretty. It was. I was very nervous. Yeah, and
Well, I'm told it didn't show.
oh really?
Yeah, I plan to see your episode sometime. But no, I thought you were terrific.
So
I did see it.
oh really?
I did see it.
Oh.
I mean, I don't often see episodes I'm not in, but they just don't live up to. Anyway, no, I did see it. It was terrific.
Thank you.
It was terrific.
Thank you.
Yeah, I thought it was some of the most brilliant, spot-on casting we've had on the show. Because I think you're exactly like Jerry.
He's losing it. It's day 3, and he finally showed up in the green room a couple minutes ago. Oh, you should have been there for that conversation.
No. You want to see a room full of fans empty out? Tell them about that conversation.
Now you have to tell them.
Let's just say Sebastian was there. No.
You gotta ask him. You gotta ask him.
Jay,
I
I
really-
didn't ask you a question, so
Oh,
that's
okay.
the question.
Well, you know how they say that when you pray to God, sometimes the answer is no? Well, I'm not comparing myself, but the answer to that question is no. No. You got another question? Because you ain't getting that one.
I was looking for that. We all wanted to know.
You don't want
You
to know.
think you want to know?
You really don't.
No. Oh, sometimes less is more.
Less in this situation,
Yeah.
especially. Oh, that's way more.
Flip over here. Hi.
Hi, I'm Alex from Germany. And I am writing, can you hear me? Yes.
Yeah, good talk.
I am writing a small essay about this event for my university. And I was thinking that maybe I could quote your answers. It just has to be a word or a sentence. I want to ask you how you define your role as a member of this community, of like the fans and the subject of the fans, whatever. Just your first impression, your first association, that would be great. Did you get it?
Yeah. Go ahead.
Very complicated question. I got an answer for that.
Don't sing.
Sex symbol?
I'm a hero!
Top that, Jim.
Top that. Well, if you're gonna say it. Balls. Oh, she's writing it down. Okay.
I'm not.
I guess I'm off the hook.
You are. Thanks very much.
You're done. Hi.
I just want to know what is your best, worst, and weirdest memory of a convention?
Worst, I'll start with that so we can get to the positive. My first convention, I wasn't informed of anything except for my flight. And boy, what a pain, talk about anxiety. Getting Young Dean and trying to fill Jensen's shoes was nothing compared to what I went through that day. I stayed up all night the night before. I tend to do that a lot. And, circles under my eyes. I stayed up all night the night before, I went straight to the airport from where I was at, and got on the flight. My phone didn't work when I landed in Canada. It was in Vancouver. And man, I was like, what the hell do I do now? I'm like looking around for a sign for my name or anything, nothing. I go to the each car rental place. I'm like, do you have a reservation for Brock, Kelly? And they're, no, nothing. So I don't know how, I think my phone internet worked. So I got on, I Googled Vancouver Supernatural Convention 2010 or something like that. Thank God for Google, or else I would have disappointed on my first attempt. Found out what hotel it was at, hopped in a cab and said, man, I gotta be on stage in 30 minutes. Oh, because they had the schedule on that website. And that's how I knew I had to be there. I was like, I gotta be on stage in 30 minutes. Get me there. I don't care how much it costs. I get there, I'm walking in, and all the fans are coming out. Somebody had just come off stage, so they're all coming out. I'm coming in, they're like, young Dean, he's just walking in. Hey, there he is. Hey, Brock, hi, Brock. I'm like, you know me, hey. And I run into the lady that works for it. She runs it basically. She's like, yeah, you're up next. I'm like, oh, thank you for telling me that. She brings me to the back of the stage, and Jason Mans is standing back there, and it's the first time I ever met him. He's like, you look a little nervous, buddy. I'm like, dude, I'm a wreck right now. I don't know what I'm about to get into. Like, this is very scary. He's like, have a shot. He grabbed her, he was like, he needs a shot right now, get him some whiskey. I was like, and then just went on stage and winged it. Yeah. That was my worst experience. My best experience, probably this one. This one. It's wrong. You can't really describe how the magic that this place has, and all the fans. If you're not Italian, whether you're Italian or American or Netherlands, Japanese, Russian, all of it. You know, I've met.
Don't list them all.
Yeah, it's been very, very gratifying. I'm on cloud 9 right now.
Oh. Let me see, worst experience. I guess listening to your worst experience. No. I love they didn't even pick you up at the airport. My worst experience, I can hardly ever remember having a bad experience at a convention. I mean, I'm not being like, oh, no, I just, there have been a couple of times I didn't feel well, but, and the American conventions very often have these things called dessert parties on Saturday, usually Saturday night, and it's after a long day of whatever it is else we do, and then everybody gets together at 11:30 or 12, and we hop from table. It's like the other night, the Roman holiday thing. But the cocktail party, whatever. I just go where they tell me. I don't listen to the names. But after you've done Friday night's events and you've done all day Saturday's events, and then at midnight you go do the table hopping thing, and for some reason, for a long time, they always had a band. So the cocktail party the other night, you all were there, you know what that's like. When there's a band playing at top noise level, and you're trying to have those conversations, I would always wake up Sunday morning feeling like someone had just shaved my throat. And so that's not a single worst experience, but it happened a few times, and fortunately, they seem to have gotten the message and stopped having bands. But it's still, you know, but that's, you know, it's a small price to pay. You go somewhere and you talk loud and you pay the price the next morning. But best experience, man, it's hard to say. It's really hard to say because I have never. Time to change. Yeah, well, there's that. I think I've never been to a bad convention. I've never had a bad time at a convention. I have never had as good a time at a convention as I have had in Rome. This is my second Roman convention.
How was the Jason concert for you?
Oh, Jason's concert was terrific. I mean, all of you guys were there pretty much, right? Yeah. Those of you who weren't there, stand up and be ridiculed. No, it was a great concert. I know Jason much more as just a guy who's on these events with us, and he's a sweet guy, and I really like being around him. But every once in a while, I get reminded that he's a terrific musician. And yeah, he was great last night. But you guys probably don't think so. Yeah. Anybody here think Jason was good last night? Clap your hands a little. Okay, I guess he was okay.
I wasn't aware he was performing.
Oh yeah, in Rome, just at
I'll be here. I'll be there.
Some place. Is he in the Pantheon?
I don't think so.
Il Colosseo. Hi.
Hi, this is Jim. I've been studying Japanese for a while now, and you know Japanese, right?
Scotia Nationals.
And I speak several languages, but Japanese is the hardest for me to study. And I just want to know if you have any tips.
Marry a Japanese guy. That's what I did. No.
She's a very pretty guy.
Isn't she?
Yeah, she is. Yeah.
I don't have any real good tips. I didn't find it terribly difficult to learn. I found it very difficult to remember. That may sound weird, but I studied for a couple of years and then stopped and didn't have anybody to talk to. And so I lost an awful lot of it. And I only remember a scant portion of what I learned. But everybody talks about how difficult it is, but I didn't find it incredibly difficult. Partly because some aspects of it are a lot simpler than English and other languages. I mean, how hard can it be? There's like 20 million Japanese people who speak it, right? I mean, even Japanese 3-year-olds speak it. Can't be that hard. So, no good tips except just keep at it. Yeah, that's helpful.
Sorry, I don't want to interrupt you, but I
Yes,
got
you
an
do.
important thing to say. It's the last chance to have an autograph with Jaren Jensen, okay? It's now or never. Now or never. No, but I think everyone of that. L'ultima occasione per un autografo con Jaren Jensen, nella sua autografi. Ok? Gli hanno detto, both, yeah, both of them. Okay, sorry, Jim.
No, it's okay. Anybody understand what he said?